Start a new IF function. For logical test, select cell B2. Type greater than or equal to 200,000. For value if true, type B 2 times 5%. For value if false, type B 2 times 2%. Press Enter. Copy the formula down. Excel calculates the correct commission for every salesperson automatically. Hello everyone, welcome back to Daniel Excel Academy. In today's video, you'll learn one of the most important Excel functions, the IF function. If you're new to Excel, this is a function you must know, because the IF function allows Excel to make decisions. It checks whether a condition is true or false. If the condition is true, Excel returns one result. If the condition is false, it returns a different result. We'll start with the basic syntax. Then, I'll show you 5 real-world examples that you can use at work right away. Let's get started. What is the IF function? The IF function tests a condition. If the condition is true, it returns one value. If the condition is false, it returns another value. The syntax is equals IF, open parenthesis, logical, underscore, test, comma, value, underscore, if, underscore, true, comma, value, underscore, if, underscore, false, close parenthesis. Let's understand each argument. Logical test. This is the condition that Excel checks. For example, is the score greater than or equal to 50? Or, is the sales amount greater than $1,000? If the answer is yes, the condition is true. Otherwise, it's false. Value, if true. This is what Excel returns when the condition is true. For example, pass, bonus, approved, or any value you choose. Value if false. This is what Excel returns when the condition is false. For example, fail, no bonus, rejected, or any other value. Now, let's see 5 practical examples. Number 1. Pass or fail. Here we have a list of student scores. If a student's score is 50 or higher, the result should be pass. Otherwise, it should be fail. Let's build the formula together. Type an equal sign. Type I, F, select IF from the list. Press Tab. The Function Arguments dialog box appears. For logical test, select cell B2. Type greater than or equal to 50. For value if true, type pass inside quotation marks. For value if false, type fail inside quotation marks. Click OK or press Enter. Now, drag the formula down. Excel automatically determines which students passed and which students failed. Number 2. Employee bonus. In this worksheet, employees who achieve sales of $100,000 or more receive a bonus. Otherwise, they do not receive a bonus. Let's write the formula. Type an equal sign. Type I, F, press Tab. For logical test, select cell B2. Type greater than or equal to 100,000. For value if true, type bonus. For value if false, type no bonus. Press Enter. Copy the formula down. Excel instantly calculates who receives a bonus. Number 3. Customer discount. Now let's calculate a discount. If the order amount is at least $500, the customer receives a 10% discount. Otherwise, the discount is 0%. Type an equal sign. Type I, F, press Tab. For logical test, select cell B2. Type greater than or equal to 500. For value if true, enter 10%. For value if false, enter 0%. Press Enter. Copy the formula down. Now, every customer receives the correct discount automatically. Number 4. Inventory status. Next, let's manage inventory. If the stock quantity is less than 20, we want Excel to display Reorder. Otherwise, display In Stock. Create a new IF function. For logical test, select cell B2. Type less than 20. For value if true, type Reorder. For value if false, type In Stock. Press Enter. Fill the formula down. Now it's easy to identify which products need to be reordered. Number 5. Sales commission. For our last example, let's calculate sales commission. If sales are at least $200,000, the commission rate is 5%. Otherwise, the commission rate is 2%. Start a new IF function. For logical test, select cell B2. Type greater than or equal to 200,000. For value if true, type B 2 times 5%. For value if false, type B 2 times 2%. Press Enter. Copy the formula down. Excel calculates the correct commission for every salesperson automatically. Today, you learned how the IF function works. You also learned 5 practical examples: pass or fail, employee bonus, customer discount, inventory status, and sales commission. Once you're comfortable with the IF function, you'll be ready to learn nested IF, IFS, and, or, and many other powerful Excel functions. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new Excel tutorial. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.